9 September 2024, and we will be discussing these topics from the Assam Tribune Hindu and Indian Express newspaper. Our first topic is age-old Assamese Marwari ties. In this article, the various aspects of Assamese and Marwari community, historical aspect, then contribution towards the Assamese community has been discussed. Rukwar Jyotirprasad Agarwalar, his forefathers came to Assam in 1811 and got assimilated into the Assamese culture, and they contributed immensely towards the Assamese society. The golden example becomes to suffering from the Marwari first psyche, who now need to follow the Agarwala family's ideals. Okay, that is said in this article. Though many Marwaris and other communities came at the almost same time, okay, many of them cannot speak Assamese even after living here for more than 200 years. And so there are many issues such as confrontation, okay, in place of cooperation in while living with the 𝐂𝐬. The earliest Marwari to have arrived in Assam is believed to be 𝐉𝐨𝐢𝐳, whose ancestry can be traced to the Marwaris from Rajputana. Okay. Now এইবোৰ information interviewed কাৰণে important হৈ যায় বহুত ক্ষেত্ৰত. Okay. Now he was the great grandfather of the fiery poet Prachandalal Chaudhary of Borpeta. Okay. Mahavir Shilarai, the commander-in-chief of the Ghosh kingdom, recruited him as a Sardar in his army. Though Assam was annexed by the British in 1826, much before that they reached the Marwaris reached Upper Assam between 1812 and 1818. Their entry into Assam was made easier as early as 1793 by a treaty between 𝐓𝐸𝐲𝐬𝐃𝐢𝐬 𝐃𝐢𝐬 and Captain Wales of the East Indian Company. Now let's discuss some examples regarding Assamese Marwari cooperation. As recorded by Ahom Kandari Padmanath Gohai Borua in his famous book titled Mur Hovarani in the pre-independence era, the able leadership of few luminaries like Kamalakanta Bhattacharya and Gohai Borua, etc., brought both the communities closer in Tezpur to attain a common goal of Purna Swaraj. Okay, that means during the independence movement they worked with cooperation. The Marwari community of Tezpur joined hands with Gohai Borua to establish a printing press, the Ahom Central Press, and publish a newspaper Ahom Banti from Tezpur. At a joint meeting of Marwari and Assamese people initiated by Kamalakanta Bhattacharya, donations were made, okay, in the first meetings, and its office was established at the Borgala of Maya Singh Meghraj Bahadur. Okay, so independence movement সময়ত during the newspaper circulation and new newspaper, then awareness creation, etc., the both communities worked together. Ahom Banti was first published on the first of the month of March, circa 1821, according to Assamese calendar. Now, during the visits of Mahatma Gandhi, on two occasions, he visited Tezpur, once in 1921 and second time in 1934. So, দুবাৰ মহাত্মা গান্ধী চাৰিবাৰ অসমলৈ আহিছিলে আৰু দুবাৰ তেজপুৰলৈ গৈছিলে, এবাৰ 1921 আৰু এবাৰ 1936, 1934. His companions were Jamuna Das, then Prabhudas Gandhi, Jamnalal Bajaj, Krishna Das, Maulana Muhammad Ali, Megha Mali, Maulana Azad, Abdul Hayat, and Hero, etc. Gandhiji and his aides stayed at Poki, okay, and Jamnalal Bajaj stayed at the residence of Maya Singh Mehraj. Maulana Muhammad Ali, Begum Ali, and Maulana Azad Sovani stayed at Mahendranath's residence. Okay, and the businessman from Tezpur, Gama Prasad Agarwala, was educated in Assamese medium school at Tezpur. Okay, and two of his sons attended Government High School, and they contributed immensely towards the cinema or Assamese cinema. Gama Prasad produced two Assamese cinemas. One of them was Purely Fikon, which received a national certificate of merit in 1955. The profits earned from this movie were donated to Dorang College, and the film was Puoti Nikhar Hopon. Gama Prasad also served as the vice chairman for one term in the Tezpur municipality. So from these articles, we get to know about the various Marwari and Assamese cooperation, okay, starting from around 1793. Okay. So in present context it is important, our mainly interview kind important hope. The next topic is very important for prelims mason interview. Chief Minister launched escalation matrix (𝐸-𝐶TA), land valuation certificate and community response portal. Also he said that Mission Basundhara 3.0 to be launched on October 2. Government of Assam recently launched the escalation matrix (𝐸-𝐶TA), land valuation certificate and community response portal of ASDMA, Assam State Disaster Management Authority. Okay. With the help of the escalation matrix, a time frame will be set up for handling and disposing of the matters contained in the Assam Right to Public Services Act. 2012 এখন পাছ কৰা হৈছিল and later 2020 আকৌ amend কৰা হৈছিল. With the help of 𝐸-𝐶TA through the Seva Setu portal, buyers will get the facility to get the history of any piece of land, like the name of its owners, okay, for the purpose of buying. তো 𝐸-𝐶TAৰ পৰা গম পোৱা যাব যে মাটিখিনিৰ অনাৰ বা তাৰ হিষ্ট্ৰীখিনিৰ ওপৰত আজিকালি ইন দ্য প্ৰেজেণ্ট কণ্টেক্সট যিহেতু মাটিৰ ওপৰত ভালেখিনি লেনদেন হৈ আছে এণ্ড অলছ' দেয়াৰ complain about various corruptions. Okay, it will help to address those and it will bring in transparency in the system. Okay, a land valuation certificate will enable the buyers and sellers to get valuation information about a piece of land. The community response portal of Assam State Disaster Management Authority, with the help of various NGOs, volunteers, along with government, to provide aid to the disaster victims at the time of any disaster. Okay. Now about Basundhara. So, a keyword TICCD. T was tenancy reform, I was intermediary reform, land ceiling, okay, আৰু তাৰপিছত land consolidation আৰু land digitalization. Now the last process, that is a Mission Basundhara. Mission Basundhara 1.0 and 2.0 ensured land rights to around 84% of the indigenous people, SC, ST of the state. Moreover, in Mission Basundhara 3.0, the cases will also be taken where an offer settlement could not be given to the beneficiaries in the Basundhara 2.0. Okay, so যিখিনি 2.0 solve কৰিব পৰা নগ'ল 3.0 সেইখিনি বস্তু এড্ৰেছ কৰিব কাৰণে চেষ্টা কৰিব. One of the criteria for being considered for Mission Basundhara 3.0 is a beneficiary should be living on the piece of land for at least 3 generations. However, this criteria would be exempted for the people belonging to 3 tribes: Adivasi, Gorkha community, and people belonging to the 6 ethnic communities of the state. These classes will be declared as protected classes and they will be considered as for allotting land pattas under Mission Basundhara 3.0 without any evidence of the 3 generation legacy associated with the piece of land. During Mission Basundhara 3.0, claims for land for educational institutions like colleges and universities will be given preference. Also, the Chief Minister presented commendation on the performance of flood preparedness scorecards, FPSC. Again, prelims are important. What is FPSC? Now, flood preparedness scorecards is based on a self-reporting mechanism in which districts are required to report their preparedness in accordance with the predefined minimum preparedness standards and indicators for disaster management. Okay. Now, এইটো আৰ্টিকেলত আমাৰ ভালেখিনি ইনফৰমেশ্যন আছে আৰু আমাৰ ইণ্টাৰভিউৰ কাৰণে হওক বা নেক্সট আপকামিং প্ৰিলিমছৰ কাৰণে হওক বহুত বেছি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হয়. আমাৰ নেক্সট টপিকটো হ'ল SEBA and AHSC merge, new state school board formed. Assam government has merged SEBA and AHSC, Assam Higher Secondary Education Council, to form a unified Assam State School Education Board, ASSEB. The new board will govern contemporary school education as per demands and it will align with the National Education Policy 2020. Governor Lakshman Acharya announced the nomination of 𝐼𝐶𝐬𝐳 as the chairman of the Assam State School Education Board and Rukma Gohai Borua as the chairman of Assam Higher Secondary Education Council as the vice chairman of the Assam State School Education Board. They have been nominated for a term of 3 years up to 70 years. Okay, ekini important hobo, which is earlier from the date of issue of the notification. Now, NEP, we already know, is founded on 5 guiding pillars: access, equity, equality, affordability, and accountability. And it will prepare our youth to meet the diverse national and global challenges of the present and the future. Our school education ক্ষেত্ৰত National Education Policy 2020 stresses the core values and principles that education must develop not only the cognitive skill but also foundational skill of literacy, numeracy, and higher order skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, etc. Okay, ইয়াৰ বাহিৰে various soft skills including cultural awareness, empathy, perseverance, greed, teamwork, leadership, communication, among others, these values will be taught. Okay, so আমাৰ নতুন বোৰ্ডখনৰ নাম হ'ব আসাম ষ্টেট স্কুল এডুকেশ্যন বোৰ্ড আৰু ইয়াৰে 𝐼𝐶 was nominated for the 7 post. Okay, আৰু ইয়াৰ বাহিৰে ৰুক্ম গোহাঁই বৰুৱা ভাইচ চেয়াৰমেন অফ দ্য আসাম ষ্টেট স্কুল এডুকেশ্যন বোৰ্ড আৰু টাৰ্ম কিমান 3 years or up to 70 years. Okay, the next topic is solid waste management. ₹30 crore solid waste management planned to be operational from October. According to the Solid Waste Management Rule 2016, all urban local bodies are responsible for the solid waste management activities within their respective jurisdiction. In Guwahati Municipal Area under JDD, Guwahati Municipal Corporation looks after the solid waste management. Okay. Now, yare under কি কৰা হৈছে এতিয়ালৈকে প্ৰথমটো হ'ল primary collection, the collection of house to house solid waste from household and commercial establishment. Next to secondary collection. The secondary collection and transportation is being handled by a fleet of modern compactors, tippers, etc. Then processing and disposal. In order for segregation of the waste at source, GMC has initiated a project for purchasing of dry waste from the citizens. In the transfer station, auto tippers and tricycles ascend a ramp and unload the garbage into a dumper and compactor directly. In-house composting daily dump project. GMC accepted the pilot project proposal for waste solution by private company Waste Solutions Private Limited for daily dump project. Okay, in the for house composting. Now recently drum composter has GMC has installed on the site composting technique known as drum composting at various bulk waste generators such as vegetable markets, agricultural markets, hostels, etc. আৰু ইয়াত আমাৰ IIT Guwahati cooperate কৰিছে. And consultation of IIT Kharagpur and for technical know-how, Government of Assam and GMC has engaged IIT Kharagpur as consultant to suggest the design for processing disposal. Okay, and recently the 30 crore solid waste plant in East Bongaigaon, Guwahati, which is meant to safeguard the depot bill. Okay, since 2008, the city body has been using the West Boragaon dumping site for 13 years. Okay. আৰু to give protection for the wetland, the new initiative has been taken place. আমি ৱেষ্ট মেনেজমেণ্টৰ ডাটাখিনি যোৱা সপ্তাহত আমি অলৰেডি ডিছকাছ কৰিছোঁ যে অসমত কিমান টন TPD টনছ পাৰ ডে আমাৰ কিমানখিনি ৱেষ্ট থাকে, কিমানখিনি আমি তাৰ এনাৰ্জিৰ কাৰণে ইউজ কৰোঁ এটচেট্ৰা, উই হেভ অলৰেডি ডিছকাছড. নাও ইউজ অফ AI ইন ৱাৰফেয়াৰ, ইট ইজ ভেৰি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট. তো দ্য সামিট, কি সামিট? Responsible use of artificial intelligence in the military domain. Okay, REAIM summit. Okay, the summit is a part of growing global effort to establish norms for AI's military applications. It is the second iteration of the summit. It begins on September 9 in Seoul, co-hosted by Kenya, Netherlands, Singapore and UK. Okay, South Korea হৈ আছে আৰু co-host কৰি আছে Kenya, Netherlands, Singapore and UK. Objectives: the second responsible use of AI in the military domain summit in South Korea aims to build progress from the first summit and achieve a threefold objective. কি হয়? Understand the implications of military AI on global peace and security, implement new norms for using AI system in military affairs, develop ideas for long-term global governance in AI. Our outcome of the first summit, in the first summit in February 2023, ক'ত হৈছিলে? হেগত হৈছিলে. The Hague broadened and the debate on military AI. Okay, a key concern is keeping humans in the decision-making loop. Discussion on lethal autonomous weapon systems have been ongoing at the UN since 2019. Now, application of AI in military. While AI has been used by leading militaries for inventory management, logistics, etc., the use of AI in intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance missions on a battlefield has significantly expanded in the recent times. Major militaries see the capacity of AI to transform the collection, synthesis, and analysis of vast amounts of data from the battlefield. It can be useful in raising situational awareness, increasing time availability for decision making, enhancing precision in targeting, limiting civilian casualties, increasing the tempo of the warfare, etc. How many critics have warned that this presumed attraction of AI in warfare might be illusory and dangerous. The proliferation of the so-called AI decision-making support system, AIDSS, and their implications are among the issues that are now being debated under the Responsible AI in the Military Domain Summit. Okay, quote hoise and AI for various dimensions means kind of important hobo. The next topic is 5 sutras for digital infrastructure. Okay, now DPI, digital public infrastructure. It includes platforms such as digital identification, payment like UPI, data exchange systems that help government provide essential services to citizens, promoting digital inclusion and enhancing lives. There are 3 key functions of DPI. One is flow of people, facilitated by digital identity system. Flow of money, enabled by a real-time payment system. Flow of information, managed through a consent-based data sharing. Flow of people যদি আমি কওঁ যিখিনি আমাৰ ৰিচেণ্টলি এয়াৰপৰ্টত ইনষ্টল কৰিছে ৰাইট দেন ডিজি যাত্ৰা এটচেট্ৰা ফ্ল' অফ মানি ইউ পি আই হ'ব পাৰে ফ্ল' অফ ইনফৰমেশ্যন আমাৰ ভেৰিয়াছ ক্লাউড ছিষ্টেম সেইখিনি হ'ব পাৰে অ'কে ইণ্ডিয়াছ লিডাৰশ্বিপ ইন ডি পি আই ডেভেলপমেণ্ট ইণ্ডিয়া বিকেম দ্য ফাৰ্ষ্ট কাউণ্ট্ৰি টু ইমপ্লিমেণ্ট অল দ্য ফাউণ্ডেশ্যনেল ডি পি আই digital identity, Aadhaar for identity verification, real-time payments, UPI, data sharing based on data empowerment and protection architecture. Achieved over 80% financial inclusion in 6 years, providing a scalable model for a billion people. The key highlights in the 2023 G20 summit was India's emphasis on digital public infrastructure. Now, India's strong DPI includes UPI, Aadhaar, 𝐤𝐸 DigiLocker, eSign, then fintech, banks, NPCI, the regulatory body, etc. 5 sutras for good digital infrastructure. Uphold the citizen relationship with the market and the state. Safeguard citizen empowerment and privacy. Prevent lock-in for by competing monopolies. Techno-legal regulation and public plus private innovations. Okay. So 5 sutras important hope means karne. How changes in the level of Arctic ice can change monsoon patterns in India. Now, researchers from India's National Center for Polar and Ocean Research under the Ministry of Earth Science and South Korea's Korea Polar Research Institute, they have published a report. The key findings are at a whole atmospheric circulations. Changes in Arctic Sea. So recently, global warming yate amar seeds kini melt howa arambo korise. And these changes in Arctic Sea impact large-scale atmospheric patterns such as the Rossby waves and Asian jet streams. Okay. Now, jet streams mane ki hoy? Let's say this is the Earth. Okay. So, a part of the amar thake trade wind. Okay. Grounded trade wind aru upor upper air. Similarly, yat grounded thake westerlies, right? Aru yat thake polar easterly. So, a major jikhini drainage thake ইয়াত যেতিয়া ৱাৰ্ম আৰু কোল্ড কাৰেণ্ট মিক্সিং হয় এটা ভেৰি হাই স্পীড এটা উইণ্ড জেনেৰেটৰ আমি ইয়াক কওঁ জেট ষ্ট্ৰীম অ'কে আৰু জেট ষ্ট্ৰীম কেতিয়াও চিধাকৈ ফ্ল' নকৰে এটা ৱেভৰ নিচিনা ফ্ল' কৰে আমি সেইকাৰণে ইয়াক কওঁ ৰ'ছবি ৱেভ অ'কে নাও atmospheric circulation changes in Arctic Sea impact large-scale atmospheric patterns such as Rossby waves, Asian jet streams, which affect distribution and intensity of monsoon rains. Influence of Arctic sea ice. Reduced central Arctic ice sea leads to lower rainfall in western and peninsular India, but higher rainfall in central and northern India. Meanwhile, the reduced sea ice in the upper latitudes like Barents, Karachi region delays the onset of monsoons, making it more unpredictable. Okay, ekhini bostu UPSC karone important hobo. Climate change role. The reduction in Arctic sea ice due to climate change exacerbates these fluctuations, leading to severe droughts in some areas while causing excessive rainfall in some other regions. Now, what is Rossby waves? Rossby waves are large-scale atmospheric waves that primarily occur in the mid-latitudes of Earth's atmosphere. These are also known as the planetary waves. These waves form in the jet streams in the high-latitude air currents that flow from west to east around the planets, and their meandering patterns influence the weather across the regions, both northern and southern hemisphere. These waves are most active in the regions where there is a significant temperature difference between the equator and the poles. Okay. Now, significance, they help balance the distribution of the heat across the planet, ensuring the polar regions do not become too cold and equatorial region do not become overheat. Now, আমি already জানো যে ইণ্ডিয়াত মনচুন to entry হ'ব কাৰণে let's say the southwest monsoon is about to enter India. কেতিয়া enter কৰিব? So there is a Rossby wave বা jet stream. Okay, আমি ইয়াক কওঁ tropical westerly jet. right? Sorry, আমি ইয়াক কওঁ ৱেষ্টাৰ্লি জেট অ'কে নাও যেতিয়া এই ৱেষ্টাৰ্লি জেটটো হিমালয়ৰ নৰ্থলৈকে শ্বিফ্ট হ'ব এট ডেট টাইম দ্য ছাউথ ইষ্ট মনচুন ষ্টাৰ্টছ এণ্টাৰিং ইণ্ডিয়া অ'কে তো এই যিটো ইম্পেক্ট আছে কিহৰ ৰ'জবি ৱেভ আৰু জেট ষ্ট্ৰীমৰ অন মনচুন অ'কে যদি আৰ্টিক চিৰ যিখিনি চেঞ্জেছ হৈছে তাৰ কাৰণে ইম্পেক্ট পৰে ই ডেফিনেটলি উইল ইম্পেক্ট দ্য মনচুন এইখিনি কনচেপ্ট আমাৰ মেইনছৰ কাৰণে ইণ্টাৰভিউৰ কাৰণে ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হ'ব নাও ব্লকচেইন ডেম'ক্ৰেটাইজিং প্ৰপাৰ্টি ইনভেষ্টমেণ্ট ইন ইণ্ডিয়া নাও starting from the advent of blockchain technology and the concept of tokenization it are said to democratize the property investment in the country where real estate has traditionally been domain of the wealthy. This promises to make property investment more accessible, transparent and liquid for the average Indian investor. Now tokenization in real estate refers to process of converting the rights of property into digital tokens on blockchains. Okay. আৰু যিহেতু ব্লকচেইন হ'ব সেইকাৰণে এক্সেছ থাকিব তাত সেই ট্ৰান্সপাৰেণ্টো হ'ব দিছ টকেনছ ৰিপ্ৰেজেণ্ট ফ্ৰেকচনেল অ'নাৰশ্বিপ অফ দ্য আণ্ডাৰলাইং ৰিয়েল এষ্টেট এছেট ইন ইণ্ডিয়ান কণ্টেক্স ৱেৰ প্ৰপাৰ্টি প্ৰাইচেছ ইন মেজৰ চিটিজ আৰ অফেন আউট অফ ৰিচ ফৰ মেনি টকেনাইজেশ্যন কুড অপেন আপ নিউ এভিনিউজ ফৰ দ্য ইনভেষ্টমেণ্ট ফৰ ইনষ্টেণ্ট instead of needing crores of rupees to invest in the prime property in Mumbai in Delhi investors could potentially buy tokens worth few thousand rupees representing a small share of the property. This fractional ownership model aligns with the Indian mindset of small scale conservative investing. Now how will it help? Eta hol transparency. Okay. Second to hol accessibility. Now increase accessibility যেহেতু কম খৰচ হয় ইনভেষ্ট কৰিব পাৰিব enhance liquidity transparency and reduce fraud okay attractive foreign investment etc. Now there are also some key consideration হয় liquidity ইয়াত আহিব accessibility আহিব but there should be some limitation to be brought in by the regulators. কেনেকুৱা হ'ব পাৰে classification of tokens as securities, compliance with existing real estate law like RERA, foreign investment regulation, particularly NRI investor takes implications etc. So blockchain or its impact in the real estate etc. are important. So last topic, the factual. Sabalenka beats Pegula to win the US Open. Next to hole, CM Maji replaces Navin government's Kalia and launched a new scheme. Okay, so Kalia scheme बहुत important আৰু তাৰ পৰা আমাৰ কিষানৰ কাৰণে ফাৰ্মাৰ্ছৰ কাৰণে চেণ্ট্ৰেল গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট নতুনকৈ স্কিম লঞ্চ কৰিছিলে ঠিক আছে আৰু এতিয়া সমৃদ্ধ কৃষক যোজনা okay now next is ginger species resembling Danceus discovered in Meghalaya and Mizoram. So 6 new ginger species from the genus Globa have been discovered by researchers in eastern Himalaya and the northeast. Okay. Now similar question was asked in recently the motor vehicle inspector examination. Okay. So it can be important. Aru Namphek. So Namphek is the largest of the Taifek village in Assam. The oldest and the most respected Buddhist monastery of Assam is situated in this beautiful village. Okay. So prelims kind important hope. So this is all about 9 September current affairs. We will again meet tomorrow.